Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at SakerPlus. It is a steam cleaner. So basically when you open it up, you're going to have your instruction booklet, a wiping piece. Then we will start having attachments down here, and you're going to notice that there are several different attachments for this machine. Because you can use these to clean off like your engine bay, sludge cleanup. You can also use them like to clean detail cleaning. So you can use it for any of that stuff. You have a rubber seal on this. So you have 4 different attachments. You will have your extension, which will go on the end of it. You will have your power cord, and then you will have the main unit itself that will also come with it right here. And a couple of other pieces right here. It looks like a rubber seal, and it looks like some of the stuff fell out of the bag. So you're going to have all these different pieces that will go on it. And we will use this. We're just going to show you how to use it. And basically, this is great for like in your shop. If you're working in your shop, you got sludge or grime that won't come up. This should, the whole idea of the steam, the temperature is high. You should be able to just spray it and it'll come right off. So basically on this piece, all these attachments are just going to screw right in. They will screw in, come out. Now make sure that you have them tight because you don't want hot steam spraying out of the cracks, but these will just spray on depending upon which tip you want to use and what you're cleaning. So as you see, these just kind of go in here. And you do have these rubber seals that you can use to put on there to make sure you get a good seal. I'm just showing you a quick connect on all these, how they all go on. And this is for sludge buildup as well. You just screw it in and it should be. So your rubber piece will just slide in here as you go to use it. You can slide it in and out and clean it. It just basically, you can see the here, back to here. You will just slide that in and it will slide through. You just have to work it through. So I'm not going to use this right now, so I'm not going to put it together. I just wanted to show you how to use it. So you'll see that your brass piece, this will screw onto it. You can use this piece. If you want to use your main piece, you're going to want to put one of the attachments in there, and then this is just going to slide down over top of this. So if I wanted to use this one, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to have a rubber seal in there, and I'm going to attach this, get it nice and tight, and then put whatever tip I want to use on it. And that's how, and then whatever tip. So like we're going to do some cleaning, we're going to put this on there. We'll just put this on and screw it into place. And remember, these are sharp. They do poke you. They hurt. This is like a brass, so it's very, very sharp. And this is more like a plastic. And so is this one. But this one is very sharp. It's like a wire brush. So you can put these in and make sure you get a good seal. So for our test, we're probably not going to use this one. It does tell you in the manual, use the black one of these. You're just going to slide this in there like that. And then we are going to screw this in because this is the one we're going to use for our testing. We're going to try a couple different things. I have a old greasy oil change pan that I would like to get clean. So we're going to try that out. And it is plastic, but it does say in here it's safe to use on plastic. Basically it tells you it's hot water, so don't get too close. And it does also have a troubleshooting guide in here. If you look right there, anything that you have wrong with it, it tells you what it could be. It tells you what the most likely fix is. And it does break down your pieces, each one right here. Everything we showed you, it tells you the actual name of them right here. So your instruction booklet, if you look here, is 4 pages, but one of them is just pictures on one side. The other side is just a certificate, which you can fill out for your warranty card, and a maintenance and care. So it's not a very big instruction booklet. So we're going to add water to this. And for the tip, we're probably going, since we're doing plastic first, we're going to use this tip. Or if we do the motor area, be careful on that, that thing's pokes. We'll use this one because it's metal. When you unscrew this piece, you're going to look at, there is a hose inside of here. So don't pull or tug that if you decide to unscrew it. So it does unscrew though. If you look here, there's 2 places for water. You can add water here to the top. There is also, this is just a rubber cap that you have to fit in there and it seals. There's also one here on the bottom in case you need to drain water out later. This is a drain for the bottom. So it comes, you basically have that piece to put the water inside of it. This is going to be your on-off button, and this is going to be your plus minus, I believe, for your temperature. And it does tell you right here, there's a warning on the back. This is high temperature, so do not put your hand in front of it. You could be scalded. And you're going to see that the water will just basically come through here. And then it's an induction system. It'll pull it through and heat it so you can spray it out here. You'll notice up here on the handle, there's also the unscrew piece. Be careful if you do that, because that hose does run through there as well. Basically, it's the hose that runs from here all the way through to this. So if you unhook these and you're not careful, you can damage that hose. So do not unhook them. So basically, they just let it here and here. You see we filled it about halfway up with water. You have to set the temperature. It's not on. It says 0. Two things we're going to be cleaning. We have a mower over here that has buildup on it. And we have this container that's full of oil debris. So we're going to heat that up and try to get that out, see how it does. And then we'll do the motor next. So we're just going to turn it on, let it heat up. We got different levels. Level 1 through 6. You see 6 as high as it goes. I'm going to use it on level 3 for this, because what I'm trying to get out, it doesn't need to be super hot. So there's 2 ways to turn this on. Now I suggest getting all the kinks out before you work. We showed you how to turn it on the first way, on the unit itself. It's right there. There's on and off, 6 different levels. You have the same buttons here on your remote, on your handle. So this is greasy. I'm going to lift this up. And since I'm doing plastic, I don't want full heat. I'm only going to use level 3. So I'm going to turn it on and turn it to 3. And it should come on and start spraying. And we're going to try to get the grease, the oil off of this and out of here. Now do not put your hand in front of this. This is really hot. This is just hot steam. And you see right there, it's starting, if you look down inside of here, it's building that oil up. So I can heat it up. If you look down inside of there, that's why you don't want this too hot. This is plastic. You can use this on plastic as long as you don't have it too hot. And you see the steam? If I look down inside of here, see the oil? It's taking it off there and it's coming down to the side. We're getting the oil buildup off of this. And it's coming off. So I'll be able to use this for something else if I wanted to. Turn this back on 3. And you can see where it started coming off right here at the top. But since there's so much coming off, I wanted to move it. So we'll move it over here. And just keep going back and forth to it, and you see it's taking it off. I try to get it out so you don't see the steam. But you'll see the buildup as it's coming off right in here, and see it dripping down towards the bottom. I'm cleaning this off. It's coming out of the inside of here that I'm trying to get off. This is buildup, and you can see by the color it's a buildup. It's been sitting there for a while. So I'm trying to get that out, and it's taking it off. If you look inside of here, most of it is off. I just got a little bit left to get. You can use this on just about anything. Cardboard catching this because I don't want this debris on the lawn. But you'll see here it's catching it. There's chunks of stuff in there. This stuff's been sitting in there for a long time. Here's where I sprayed this. See, it came off down here. Now that's all you got on here is liquid water, vapors from the steam. Just make sure you don't get too close. You don't want to melt this. I used it on level 3. Each level is higher. And it got most of this off and it went down here. This is not super dirty. But the main thing is, let's say you're cleaning the engine compartment of your car. You've got some debris. We have some debris here. We have some buildup here. The only reason I'm not doing it on my car, because both my cars are brand new and the motor area is like spotless. So I don't have anything to clean. But this mower is going to be the same basic concept. It's a metal mower and you're wanting to get the debris off. So let's say you're cleaning. You're just going to turn it on like I told you before. Turn on what level you want. We're going to use 3 again. This time you can use the brush because this is metal and you're not worried about it damaging your, like the plastic, I didn't want to touch it because it'll melt it. It's very hot. But now this, I can. You'll see it's getting, there's debris right here. There's buildup. It takes that right off. And the basic thing, I'm taking the brush and it's cleaning this off. So any buildup right here that I had, in this case, it's grass and just anything like that, and it's just taking it right off. See the stuff coming right off of it. Now, if you're doing something, don't get it around your fuel. You'll notice I'm on the opposite side of my gas tank because I don't want to touch that. But you'll see this cleaning this right up. And that's what basically this is for. I'm going to turn it off for a second. So basically, you see this heated anything up that was on there. It took it right off. Now you just need to take a towel and wipe it. You'll notice there's still debris, oily stuff right over here. There was oily stuff, greasy stuff here. It came right off. That was the whole idea of this, what this does. It removes it. If you're in your engine compartment, if you have an older car, a lot of times you've done a lot of oil changes, you've had leaks. There's a buildup there. That buildup don't just wipe off. Steam will heat that up and it'll just drip right off there. That's why you'll notice I have something underneath catching any debris because I don't want that on my driveway, and because it's not really good for the driveway or any of your grass. So that's why we put down cardboard. So after you do that, you just wipe it. See, it took all that crud off there. Grease, oil, any kind of debris, it just came right off. And you'll see how clean it becomes after you do that. This is all just like grease and oil from your mower, because all of them will leak a little bit. And it just cleans it off, and then you just go around and do the rest of it all the way around. And then the steam will just continue to clean it off. When you're done, if you didn't use all the water, you're basically just going to make sure your cord's out of the way. Pull this tab on the bottom, and it will release all your water. This is just regular water, so it's not going to hurt anything. Actually good for the plants. So you just leave it till it's empty. It's a high temperature steam cleaner, Smart brand. Got 1 through 6 levels. I use level 3 for everything. If you lose level 6, 5, and 6 would probably be for like working on your block of your motor, something really hard. The lower levels, if you want to do like, you can do plastics inside your car to clean. You can use one of those, or anything that's a lighter material. You're going to use like 1 or 2. That way the temperature is not so high that it melts it or anything like that. I used it on 3 on oil drain pan, but I never actually touched the pan. I kept it distance. And then when I would let off the switch, when I turned it off, I would scrub it and then go back to it. I use just the regular tip right here. Make sure it's still not hot. I used a regular tip for that. For the motor, you can use this one. But I use this one because I was just cleaning off the deck of a lawnmower. So you can use any of these. This is more for like, I would say for like furniture, stuff like that inside of your car. Really good for having in your garage as far as cleaning engine blocks off. You can clean off anything that is metal very easily with a wire brush. Just be careful with it. It is very sharp. You poke it. You can use this for plastics or other stuff like that. Really great for getting out grease, grime, stuff that you normally couldn't just wipe off. Really nice unit. We're going to put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you have trouble getting rid of grease, mildew, buildup, stuff like that, this is great.